Awesome. Well, I think we have enough people here with us now that we'll go ahead and get started. So again, my name is Ashley Werdeman, and I'm the Assistant Marketing Manager at Concordia Publishing House. I'm so excited to share with you guys about our VBS theme for this year, Epic Australian Adventure. We've had so much fun creating the content for this theme, and as you can see with the artwork, it's just so bright and beautiful, and we're really excited. We think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this theme this year. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. This is being recorded, so if at any point you want to come back and watch this again later so you can reference some things we talked about today, or if you'd like to share this with others, you will receive a link to the video after we wrap up today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to go over the general theme and the Bible lesson overview for our VBS this year. We'll also go over everything that comes in your starter kit because we've brought back some great stuff and we've also introduced some new stuff. So we're going to make sure you're all familiar with the kit contents and what components are new for this year. And then along the way, we're just going to talk about some helpful tips for each of those things. And then if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat and we'll address them at the end. And if there's anything we can't get to today, there's also contact information at the end and you can email your questions as well. So there we go. So our theme this year comes from John 14:6, where Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And so each of our Bible stories for each day is addressing and tying into that theme. So for lesson 1, we talk about how God calls Moses in Exodus and the connections of how God even calls us today. And then lesson 2, we're going to talk about how God leads us and how he continues to lead us. And then lesson 3, the parable of the Good Samaritan. This is probably a familiar lesson for some, but even for those who are new to these lessons, it's a great exposure to them, and then it's also a great review for the students who've heard it before. Then we'll go into when after Christ's death, Peter and John racing to the tomb. This is a reminder that what Christ did for us, that he died to save us from our sins. But of course, we will end with his resurrection and ascension with lesson 5 and Jesus ascending to the Father, and how therefore after Jesus sends us to go share this good news with others. So that is all of the lessons for this year. And we think you're going to have a lot of fun sharing those lessons with others. All right, so the big question we always get, what comes in the starter kit? So I have a little bit of a prototype here to share with you. So you can see, nice big starter kit with lots of stuff inside. This year we have a lot of different things. So we have your director guide still, which we've always had. But in the past we've had the director guide with the perforated pages. This year we have brought back individual leader guides, which I know some of you are really excited about. So we'll go over those individual leader guides as well. But you'll have your director guide, which gives you everything you need to run your VBS. You also have that director USB, which has all of the digital content that you'll need as well. So you'll have 2 ways of getting your digital content. It will be in the Digital Content Center, connected to the CPH account that is used to purchase your kit. And then you'll also have the director USB. So you want to make sure you keep track of both of those because that's where you're going to find all of that valuable information. All right, so next we have our opening and closing program. So again, you have that individual guide, and I can show that to you here. There it is. And this is going to give you everything you need for your opening and closing each day, as well as your closing program. In the guide are skit scripts for 2 people, person A and person B, that you can do for each day. And then, of course, your closing program outline. There's also theme song, there's theme song lyrics inside. And then we've also included hymn suggestions because we've heard that's been a helpful thing for some people and that you guys have really appreciated that. So you also have hymn suggestions that go with each day as well. Your PowerPoint slides can be found in your Digital Content Center and on the director USB. So everything you need for your leader who is going to be taking charge of this, they have their individual guide that you can hand them, and then you will just need to share with them the PowerPoint slides so they can run that station. So that's everything for that. Next up, we have storytelling. So you have your early childhood and elementary storytelling leader guides. So again, 2 separate guides. These outline how the Bible points, the guides outline the lessons and Bible points to emphasize. So for your early childhood learners, some of these lessons are probably going to be a little bit challenging. So of course, everything in there is helping bring the lesson to their age level so it's easy for them to understand. These also pair really nicely with the leaflets. So you'll want to make sure that you get enough early childhood leaflets and elementary leaflets for each of your participants. These have fun activity pages that you can do there during the storytelling, or you can send it home and they can take it home with them. But that's another great way to reinforce the lesson. Each guide also comes equipped with the take-home points that we discussed at the beginning, and then a supply list for anything that will help with the storytelling experience. All right, now we have our craft, snacks, and games guides. So the craft guide, each of these guides outlines everything you need to be able to run the station. And again, because we have them separated out now, you can just hand that directly over to your leader guide. These are also available for purchase separately. So if you lose one or if you have more than one leader, you can certainly go and purchase another one. So that's also very convenient. The craft guide has pictures of all the finished crafts in there as well. That was something that you guys had also asked for. How does this craft supposed to look? So we provided that image for you so you can have that example. And there's also some bonus crafts on the back if you're looking for some other ideas. Same thing for the snack guide. There are pictures of the finished snacks in the guide as well. So if you're, again, not sure what the snack's supposed to look like, you can see that finished product there in the guide too. And then of course games, you have your games leader guide, and I think you guys know how that works. There's 2 game options that you can do, age appropriate. You have flexibility in which game you want to highlight, and so we provide you with those options as well. All right, so we're going to look at the crafts so you can kind of see what they're going to look like. So I have some samples here with me, and the images you're going to see are the example of the finished product, just to kind of give you some inspiration. So for lesson 1, you have a photo frame from Isaiah 43:1, so kids can decorate their own frame and then put their picture. If you want to take pictures during your time at VBS, they can frame their experience from VBS week and take that home with them. And then lesson 2 is a sand art craft. So this has the peel back pages, and then you use the decorative sand to customize it. So the kids will have a lot of fun making their own Jesus Leads sand art craft. Then we have the Jesus Loves Me pendant. This is a wooden pendant, so they have the ability to, again, color and decorate it however they would like. And then we have the Jesus Saves Sun Catcher. So again, that's just an example of what it could look like. Here's how you will receive it. They could paint it and customize it to look however they would prefer. And then lastly, for lesson 5 is the Good News flyer. And so this looks like a boomerang. Again, they color it and it's really fun to play with. So those are our crafts that we have for you this year. All right, next is the Bible Exploration Leader Guide. So this is going to have your guide with all of the science experiments with Bible connections as well to bring some more activity to your day. So that will be really fun for the kids. And this tells you everything you need, such as like the supply list, how it connects to the lesson, how you can reiterate the Bible memory verse. And there's also early childhood options for your younger participants. So you don't have to try to think of a way to bring it down to their age level. We also have the Bible memory verse posters, set of 6, and 6 because there's the 5 posters, and then there's a publicity poster. So here you have the lesson 1, there's lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here is your publicity poster that you can customize and you can promote your VBS. Next, we have your decorating posters. These are really exciting. So you have the beautiful theme art like what you see on the box, but then we also have the logos and the site signs that you can cut out for each of your sites. There's also the animals that are included, so that could be really fun for your decorating stations. Then you have just the background by itself without the animals, and then also this beautiful map of Australia showing the locations that are going to be explored throughout the lessons, and again, where some of these animals come from. And so another beautiful way to decorate for each of your stations. All right, then here are some of our new things. So we have brought some sticker sheets, and there's an actual map. So that last image I showed you, there's a download available in the Digital Content Center. And then your students can actually take the stickers and they can put them on the map, and that's another fun activity. So we have these sticker sheets available. This is another one we're really excited about, is a little koala clip-on. This is really fun to just attach to your lanyard. You could put it on your clipboard. You could probably find a way to pin it to yourself, but super fun. And it says I Heart VBS on the side as well. So we're really excited to bring these in for you guys. Temp tattoos, those are also really fun for kiddos, so they can pick their favorite animal, or they could just use the logo. So we have temp tattoos. And then also the iron-on transfers for customizing your own t-shirts. So here's about the size of it so you can see. So it's a nice iron-on. And then here's an example of what it looks like on the shirt if you're curious. So great way to bring the theme into your week with the shirt. You can also send it home as well. And then we've always had the collectibles, so those are still there. Those are the lenticular collectibles that have the Bible memory verse posters, and then the take-home points on the back. All right, also included in your kit is the mission project flyer. This is in partnership with Concordia Gospel Outreach. So you have this flyer that you can use as part of your mission project. You can track how many donations come in throughout the week. And you can decide what your goal is. And then there's directions on how you can then send those into Concordia Gospel Outreach. So the mission project is providing, your donation goes towards providing books for kids or communities who otherwise don't have the means to provide Christian books in their context. So it's a really great mission project opportunity. So definitely check it out. And if you have any other information or questions about information, you can go to Concordia Gospel Outreach website to learn more. All right, let's talk about music. So we have the Pass Along Music download card, and this is a really great way to, you get this for your volunteers, you can send this home to your VBS families. There's a code on the back, they just have to scratch this away to be able to access. This provides the videos, the song action videos, the accompaniment, the voices, everything for the music for the theme. So definitely want to grab some of those. If you're curious and want to hear a preview of what the music sounds like and what the Bible memory verse sounds like, you could go to cph.org/VBS2025, and we have those previews there on our website for you to check out. Also included in your kit, as you can see, is the music leader guide. So this, we've heard a few people who've said that they've found this to be very helpful. So this has all of your scores for each of the theme songs and the Bible memory verse songs for those who would prefer to do it that way. So this is not sold separately. It only comes in the kit, but we are really excited about providing this for you, and we hope that that will be very helpful for those who've requested it. All right. Also on cph.org/VBS2025, there's some free downloads for you. So we have the Lessons at a Glance chart. That's kind of what we looked at earlier at the very beginning, just showing you what each of those look like. There's also a save the date flyer that you can download and customize and then post on your social platforms or on your website. You can also get some logos of black and white, the outline, and the full color for this year. And then there's also downloads available for social media, so you can promote your VBS when you're ready to do that. So all those, again, are available on our website, so go ahead and check them out. Next, want to mention VBSMate. Some of you may be familiar with this already, but this is our free VBS registration tool that we've provided, and it's really great. It gives you a lot of customization that you can do for your event. There's even the ability to set up in the Epic Australian Adventure theme, or you could just do a generic theme. It's up to you. But that's another great way, easy way to promote your VBS and then track your registration. So make sure you check out VBSMate and set up a free account with that. All right, so I know we went a little fast, but I wanted to be respectful of your time. So at this point, I'm going to look to see what questions we have here in the chat. If you guys will just give me a minute, then I will go ahead and answer those to the best of my ability. So 1 second. There is a question about the size of the decorating posters. I do have the answer written down, but I will go ahead and send you a follow-up email of the proportions because I don't want to give you the wrong dimensions. Another question about how big the posters are. Yeah, I will also send you a follow-up email about that. A sample of, yeah, so since each of these guides will be available for individual purchase, there will be a look inside option where you can see what is included. So those aren't available just yet, but once those products are available on our website, you could go ahead and you can check out what the contents look like in that look inside on the product page. See what else. All right, so there's a few other questions in here that I'll have to get a little bit more information about. So if I haven't addressed your question here for the group, please know that I will send you a follow-up email and I will answer your question later in this week. Yes, there are Bible memory verse songs available. So there's the 5 theme music, or 5 songs with their song action videos, the accompaniment, the recording, everything like that. All of that is provided in your digital content center and on the music download card. And then there's also the Bible memory verse songs in there. So 10 video songs in total. Yes, there is a USB drive and you will be able to access the music either on the USB drive or in the digital content center. I see someone joined a little late. It's okay. Don't worry. This is being recorded, and just by registering, you will be sent a link to this recording so you can catch up on anything you may have missed. Items will be available soon. I don't want to give you an exact date just because there's always so many things that could happen. But we will, as soon as those items are available for you to purchase, we will for sure let you know when they're available on our website. All right, any other questions? There's a question about if the animals connect to the opening and closing at all. So part of the theme is in each lesson, you're going to be exploring a certain geographical feature of Australia. So there'll be some sort of connection to, the Great Barrier Reef, the outback, and things like that. There's not huge emphasis on it. It's not a huge long story about each of those. It's just part of the journey through Australia. So there are no specifics, connections from each location or animal to the lesson. It's just another fun incorporation into the theme. Yeah, so the kit is available for pre-order now and will start shipping likely in the new year. So if you are sold and you are ready to get your kit, you can start your pre-orders now. How long is a daily schedule design? Yeah, so the how we have everything outlined is to cover about 3 to 4 hours, which I believe is typical for most people VBS. So all of the material should be able to cover that time frame. We do not have a puppet this year. I'm sorry. It's a question about previews available on the website. There's some previews available on the website already, such as the music that is available for preview. If there's some other previews that you're looking for, let me know and I'll go ahead and I'll follow up with you in an email. All right. Any other questions? The link to be able to preview the music, if you go to cph.org/VBS2025, that is where you'll be able to preview the music. All right. So I want to make sure I highlight some other helpful information before we wrap up. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact us. You can email us at vbsteam@cph.org. Those emails come to not just me, but our entire team here. And so we will do our best to answer any questions you may have. So some of you have asked some questions that I'll need to follow up with. So you'll receive an email from me in the coming days. If you would also like to talk to someone, you can also call us and talk to a customer service representative. Again, a lot of the resources that we talked about, like those free downloads or the previews of the music, can be found on our website, so cph.org/VBS2025. We try to add information throughout our time leading up to VBS, so make sure you check out that page for any new updates. You can also follow us on Facebook. We'll be sure to communicate some new things as well, such as when certain things are available to purchase. Same thing with Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we'll be posting any helpful videos throughout the year leading up to VBS that may help you in your preparations. And then we also have a Pinterest page too, where you can check out some inspiration and ideas for decorating, craft snacks, any extra stuff like that. So go ahead and check that out as well. All right, so I have one more question. Yes. Thank you. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up because I want to be respectful. I think some of you are on your lunch break, so I want to make sure I'm being respectful of your time. But if there's anything we didn't cover that you were hoping would be addressed today, or again, you have any other additional questions, again, please feel free to contact us and we'd be happy to answer those questions you have. Again, you'll receive a link to the recording of this webinar that you can go ahead and share with others, or you can come back and reference. So yeah, with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day.